Good evening and thanks for joining us for news on TV3. We're live from the news hub here at Adesawe in Kanda, Accra. My name is Grace Hamwa-Sari. First, let's take a look at the major news highlights of the day. 900 validated small-scale miners will resume mining on Monday, December 17, after the 22-month ban on small-scale mining was lifted. Deputy Minister of Information Pius Enam Hajide has, however, warned the fight against illegal mining, Galamsey, is still in full force. The Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Oseiche Mensah Bonsu, has defended the emergency medical drone deal approved by Parliament. According to him, persons opposed to the arrangement were making their argument from a wrong premise. He gave the justification at a dialogue with the media organized by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs in Accra. Now, poor access to health facilities due to broken down culverts and bad roads impedes efforts at improving health care in the central districts of the Ashanti region. Bright Nana Amfo reports a culvert that links the community to the rest of the district has broken down 6 months after completion. In business tonight, a Deputy Minister of Information, Pius Enam Hajide, has hinted fuel prices would reduce in the second pricing window under the deregulated regime. He projected an average of 5.8% reduction in the price of petrol at the local pumps. On the international front, British Prime Minister Theresa May attacks one of her predecessors, Tony Blair, accusing him of undermining the Brexit talks by calling for another referendum. She called his comment as insults to the office he once held and said MPs could not abdicate responsibility to deliver Brexit by holding a new poll. Blair said MPs might back a new vote if none of the other options work. Many thanks for joining us. Let's go to our first story now. Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, Christine Lagarde, is in the country on a 2-day official visit. TV3 can confirm that some of the major issues to be discussed include government commitment to successfully conclude the existing IFC ECF program at the end of the year.
The managing director of the IMF was received on arrival by the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, other government officials and country officers of the IMF and the World Bank. The 2-day official visit will afford Christine Lagarde the opportunity to discuss a wide range of issues, including government commitment to successfully conclude the existing IMF Extended Credit Facility ECF program at the end of the year and implementation of the 2019 budget. This is the first time the IMF Managing Director is visiting Ghana.
Now, stay with us because we'll be updating you on the visit of Madame Christine Lagarde here in Ghana. But let's go to the presidency because President Akufo-Addo has sacked 3 High Court judges who were implicated in acts of bribery and corruption with immediate effect. The judges, A.C. Addo, Paul Itaderi, and Mustafa Habib Logo, were all on suspension following investigative journalist Anas Arimia Anas's expose on the judiciary. A letter signed by Communications Director at the President by Eugene Ahi 9 said the dismissal was commissioned by recommendations of a committee established by the Chief Justice, Justice Sophia Akuffo, to investigate a complaint lodged by Anas Arimiao Anas against the 3 judges. President Akufo-Addo has also directed that a copy of the committee's report be submitted to the Criminal Investigations Department, CID, of the Ghana Police Service for the requisite action to be taken. A lecturer at the Dortmund University, Dr. Michael Sewanu, has charged government to urgently deal with the increasing rates at which Ghanaian youth are engaging in illegal migration. He was interacting with my colleague Alfredo Kanse ahead of the International Migrants Day on Tuesday, December 18.
Throughout human history, migration has been a courageous expression of the individual's will to overcome adversity and to live a better life. A survey conducted by Pew Research Center, a US-based think tank, revealed more than 75% of Ghanaians, if given the chance, will leave Ghana without hesitation. The horrifying experiences of Ghanaian migrants going through the desert to Libya with the hope of getting to Europe has been reported over time.
Almost 45 people in one room. How can we have I just want to go back. Just send me to Ghana.
But this has not deterred most of these young people from embarking on this dangerous journey in search of greener pastures, which often ends in disappointment.
I want a job, traveling that you get at least settlement, to get a place to settle yourself.
You know, the citizens are going through enough of blah 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 to just survive. You know.
What are the pull and push factors of migration? How best do we tackle the issue from the root and not the branch?
Let's use Brongafo as a starting point. Yeah. So when they leave Brongafo, they go to Ouagadougou, and then from there they go to Niger. Some also, there's another route at Lomé. From Lomé, they board a luxurious bus to Niger. So the main journey itself starts from Niger, and there's a town called Agadas. That is where the whole smuggling thing starts. So from Agadas, you have these connection men. They are smugglers, outlaws. So you entrust your life to them. So they are the ones who are going to smuggle you out of Niger and then to Libya. Any easel from Niger to Libya is between death and life. When it decides to send any plane to bring Ghanaians from Libya, I think the plane might come empty.
The plane might come empty?
Yes. The reason is, Libya is a country where it's closer to Europe. The reason why most of the Ghanaians go there is they want to get to Europe through the Mediterranean.
Some people go on this journey hoping to be rescued by humanitarian agency ships, but that option is fast fading out.
Can you imagine when somebody's dying at the high seas and there's no rescue? This is a reality we're going to face in the coming days, when the Italians pull out all the boats that rescue people.
So how do these migrants survive after they arrive at their destination? I'm in Barcelona, the commercial capital of Spain, one of the few cities in Europe that these migrants settle when they successfully cross the Mediterranean. We spot a migrant on the Rambla de Mar bridge.
Which year did you come here?
Senegalese. I'm coming here and the pirogue,
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been here? How many years?
I have 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and you sell bags here?
Yeah.
And
can you handle how police?
Okay.
I'm here.
Right.
When police coming, I'm going.
Oh, you're gone.
Yeah.
So when the police are not here, you sell.
Yeah.
But when they're coming, you take your stuff and you run.
I'm go. Yeah.
And you go.
Yeah.
25.
3 euros.
The police are here, and as a result, he has to now pack his stuff and go.
Interesting content there. So the full documentary will be aired on Tuesday. Stay with us so you don't miss out on it. You're still watching News at 10 here on TV3. It is also live on DSTV channel 279. To some other stories, 900 validated small-scale miners would resume mining on Monday, December 17, after the 22 months ban on small-scale mining was lifted. Deputy Minister of Information Pius Enam-Hachide has, however, warned the fight against illegal mining is still in full force.
The fight against illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey, remains in full force, even as government rolls out a comprehensive policy framework for mining, which kicks off tomorrow, Monday, December 17, 2018. Person caught in illegal and irresponsible mining will be dealt with in accordance with law. Persons who want to mine are entreated to follow the new protocols and avoid a conflict with the law.
Pius Enam-Hachide noted the comprehensive policy framework for mining will help sanitize, regularize, and reform the small-scale mining sector.
Allows the about 900 validated miners to resume work tomorrow, Monday, December 17, under a strict supervision and monitoring regime. This is to ensure that even for them, resort is not made to irresponsible or even illegal mining methods. Mining by these validated concessionaires is to conform to the boundaries and methods as approved.
According to the policy framework, some 3,000 galamsey operators will be grouped under the community mining program.
A first set of former galamsey operators, numbering about 3,000, will also now be grouped under the community mining program and given proper concessions and to also mine under similar regulations. All other former galamseyers who desire to mine again will have to apply, be trained, and allocated a proper concession to mine in accordance with the policy framework.
The news is back shortly after this break. Don't go away. Welcome back from the break. This is the news at 10 on TV3, also live on DSTV channel 279. Now, the Driver Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, will begin issuing specialized stickers for the luxury vehicle levy LVL beginning January 2019. A Deputy Minister of Information, Pius Enam-Hachide, addressing the media in Accra, said vehicles with engine capacity of 2,950 cubic centimeters and more will be affected.
The implementation of the luxury vehicle levy law follows the passage of the bill by Parliament to impose an annual levy on vehicles with higher engine capacities. Vehicles with engine capacity of 2,950 to 3,549 cc will pay a luxury vehicle levy of 1,000 cedis. Vehicles with engine capacity of 3,550 to 4,049 cc are to pay 1,500 in luxury vehicle levy, while vehicles with an engine capacity of above 4,049 cc will be charged 2,000 cedis. The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, is authorized by law to collect the levy on behalf of the government.
The LVL stickers are of the same shape and size like the normal roadworthy stickers, except that they are printed in different colors with additional information LVL printed on them. So we will see LVL1, LVL2, and LVL3. And this will be issued according to the category of vehicles that pay the levy.
The following vehicles are exempted from the luxury vehicle levy: tractors and ambulances. There are also commercial vehicles that have the capacity to transport more than 10 passengers, commercial vehicles for the transport of goods, and other motor vehicles that the minister may by legislative instrument exempt.
It is an offense for anybody to change or replace the engine of a vehicle in an attempt to outwit DVLA and officials of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority.
Let's stay a while longer with the Deputy Minister of Information, because this time he's hinted fuel prices would reduce in the second pricing window under the deregulated regime. He projected an average of 5.8% reduction in the price of petrol at the local pump.
The reasons for the expected reduction include marginal strength of the cedi against the US dollar and favorable prices of crude and finished products on the global market.
Two major recent interventions which we expect will further reduce the legacy burden on Ghanaians are the further drop in inflation to 9.3% and an expected reduction in fuel prices this week. Fiscal consolidation, monetary policy tightening, relative exchange rate stability for most part of 2017, as well as easing inflationary pressures were implemented.
Deputy Minister of Information Pius Enam Hajide observed macroeconomic indicators have improved due to government interventions.
Fuel prices, which have also been experiencing an uptick over a 2-month period, have also been on a gradual decline in recent weeks. Government further expects a drop in fuel prices by an average of 5.8% reduction for petrol, 4.8% reduction for diesel, 2.46% reduction for LPG.
So more than 30 manufacturers of agricultural products have been taken through training on quality management systems under the International Standards Organization ISO certifications at Kpong in the Lower Manya districts of the Eastern region. The program, under the auspices of the Ghana Standards Authority, was organized by GIZ, a German non-governmental organization. Here's a report by Yvonne Ikwe.
The 3 ISO standards are specific focused. The ISO 9001 is on total quality management system. ISO 4501 focuses on operational health and safety, whilst ISO 22000 deals with food safety management systems. Participating companies are expected to improve on their value chain to meet export quality and have products certified. An official from the Ghana Standard Authority, Emmanuel Asare, outlined gains manufacturers stand to benefit if they meet ISO certifications.
Most companies that have been able to apply themselves to that are able to attest to the fact that there's some kind of sustenance in terms of their markets. They are also able to use that as a trump card to enter into other foreign markets. There's effectiveness in terms of their operations, resource allocation, and then everybody is also made to feel a part of the organization, knowing very well that whatever they contribute inures to the benefit of the organization.
The head of the GIZ Market Agriculture Oriented Program, Dr. Elk Stampf, explained his role in promoting production quality and safety along the value chain among the private sector and providing the necessary information for political decision makers for the public sector.
Over the last years, we put the focus very much on the processing side of the value chains, on the enterprises, because they the entry point for each and everything when you work along the value chain. Of course, they need a very good production in quantity and quality, but then they have to also adhere to other standards.
Some participants shared their views on the program.
It is the best for every company or organization to be part of it because it's going to help you to organize your process very well. It's kind of giving you a wide experience where you can sell or be able to enter into other markets that you want to get to.
The GIZ program is a wonderful program because it will not only help me in improving the manufacturing standards of my product, but it will also help open an external or export market for my product.
This is the third project GIZ is embarking on, but the first solely for local manufacturers in the country.
That's how we end tonight's edition of NEWSAT10 on TV3, which is also live on DSTV channel 279. My name is Grace Hamwasari. Many thanks for joining us.